Have you ever felt out of place in a crowd, as if an invisible force were pulling you away from the superficialities of everyday life, guiding you towards a deeper truth? Imagine possessing a light so bright, so intense, that its mere presence destabilizes the environment around you, revealing hidden layers of reality that few dare to explore. This is the world of the chosen ones, beings touched by a deep connection with the universe, whose energy not only illuminates but also penetrates, awakening latent fears and desires in others. In the next few minutes, we will unravel the mystery behind the loneliness of the chosen ones, exploring why their journey is inevitably marked by a solitary path, despite their intense search for authentic connections. But what does it really mean to be a chosen one in a world that values depth but recoils at your touch? Why do your attempts to forge genuine connections often result in isolation? And how does this paradoxical reality shape your perception of yourselves and those around you? By questioning the existence of the chosen ones, we will discover how their typical intensity and quest for a higher purpose place them on a different spectrum from the majority, forcing them to face not only the challenge of isolation, but also the beauty of a unique journey. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. Reflecting on the nature of the chosen ones leads us to fertile ground for introspection and recognition of the uniqueness that each being carries. This being, marked by the intensity of their essence and the depth of their soul, lives in a world that, while longing for authenticity, often recoils from true depth. The chosen ones, due to their unique energy, provoke an intense reaction in those around them, a mixture of admiration and discomfort, highlighting the duality of human beings in the face of the extraordinary. It is important to understand that the striking presence of the chosen ones is not a matter of choice, but rather a reflection of their pure essence, a gift that challenges norms and transcends the ordinary. This innate nature places them on a journey of isolation, not by choice, but by necessity, as their quest for authentic connections conflicts with the superficiality of everyday relationships. However, this isolation is not an emptiness, but rather a sacred space for growth and self-awareness. The ancient wisdom that resonates in the chosen ones propels them into a daily spiritual war, where their mere presence transforms the environment, challenging the status quo and inciting authenticity in a world filled with falsehood. This battle, though solitary, is an affirmation of the strength and resilience that characterize the spirit of the chosen ones, a demonstration that even in isolation there is immense potential to influence and inspire change. Understanding the journey of the chosen ones requires an appreciation of the complexity of the human being and an acceptance of the singularity that defines each one. Loneliness, seen in a new light, reveals itself not as a burden, but as fertile ground for the flourishing of true essence. It is in the quietude of loneliness that the chosen ones find the freedom to explore the depths of their being, connecting with universal energies that transcend the limitations of the material world. The true strength of the chosen ones lies in their ability to transform loneliness into a space of power and wisdom. By accepting their unique nature, they become light, guiding others on their journey of self-discovery and transformation. This ability to influence and inspire is a powerful reminder of the impact an individual can have, not only on their own path but on society as a whole. The chosen ones play an important role in awakening the collective consciousness, serving as catalysts for spiritual evolution and the pursuit of a more authentic existence. Their stories, marked by loneliness but enriched with depth and authenticity, are a call for everyone to explore the deeper layers of their being, challenging themselves to live with a higher purpose and seek connections that reflect the true essence of who we are. In this context, the loneliness of the chosen ones reveals itself not as a punishment but as a gift, an opportunity to cultivate a deeper connection with oneself and the universe. It is a call to recognize and honor our own eccentricity, understanding that in the silence of our own company we can find the answers and strength we seek. There are 7 peculiar reasons why the chosen ones find themselves immersed in loneliness, and I will present them now. The first reason is that the singularity of the chosen ones, marked by the intensity of their aura, is a manifestation of the raw and pure energy they carry. This presence, which alters environments and social dynamics, is not simply noticed. It is felt on a deep level by all those who enter its field of influence. The magnitude of this energy not only attracts attention but also challenges the conventional understanding of what it means to be impacted by another person. When they enter a space, the chosen ones bring with them an electrifying charge, an energy that transcends the physical and touches the spiritual, causing a whirlwind of emotions in those they interact with. This power, while attractive, can also intimidate, as it reveals the vastness of the human experience, from the unexplored depths of the soul to the relentless pursuit of genuine and authentic connections. This ability to make a profound impact does not come without its cause. The strength of the essence of the chosen ones, vibrating in harmony with the universe, demands from others a degree of vulnerability and openness that is often uncomfortable. This discomfort does not arise from a place of judgment, but rather from a mirror that reflects internal truths that are often ignored or suppressed. The intense reaction they evoke in others oscillates between admiration and discomfort because, while they attract with the promise of something deeper, they also confront people with the intensity of their true essence. This paradox is the focus of the loneliness experienced by the chosen ones. They are sought after for the light they emit, but often kept at a distance by the force of that same light. The path of the chosen ones is one of deep understanding and acceptance of their nature. By recognizing that their presence is a blessing that carries the weight of responsibility, they learn to navigate the world with an awareness that balances their light with others' capacity to receive it. It is a delicate balance that seeks not only to illuminate but also to warm. A request for others to approach not only with curiosity but with the courage to face their own truths. In this process, the chosen ones become masters not only of their own energy but also of the art of cultivating spaces where depth and authenticity are not only tolerated but celebrated. They teach us that true connection emerges not from the superficial reality of everyday interactions, but from the recognition and acceptance of the complexity that each of us carries within. The aura of the chosen one, imbued with ancestral wisdom and the weight of countless narratives, is a luminous force that knows no shadows to hide behind its light. A beacon in the midst of the storm of human relationships, it serves both to guide and to warn those who approach. This energy, deeply felt by those who encounter it, naturally attracts, but at the same time unveils hidden layers of being, causing an unexpected emotional avalanche in the hearts of those who allow themselves to be enveloped. The presence of such a being among us goes beyond mere enlightenment. It has the ability to penetrate the darkest and deepest layers of our existence, awakening latent fears and forgotten desires. This profound touch, while a clear demonstration of the magnitude of the chosen one, infuses others with a sharp sense of vulnerability. Confronted with their own shadows and desires, many find themselves compelled to retreat, seeking refuge in what is known and safe, fleeing from the intensity of this spiritual encounter. Retreating in the face of the Chosen One's aura is not merely a matter of physical distance. It is an emotional and spiritual escape. When people encounter the strength and depth that the Chosen One reflects, they face a double fear. It is not only the fear of the unknown that haunts them, but primarily the disturbance of seeing themselves reflected so clearly, of being confronted with the emptiness and gaps within themselves. This process, wherein others are led to look within themselves, triggers an internal battle between the desire to draw close and the need to shield oneself from the vulnerability that such closeness brings. Being in the presence of the Chosen One is akin to embarking on an inner journey, an opportunity to confront our own shadows with the promise of light and understanding. However, the intensity of this invitation often exceeds what many are prepared to accept, leading them to opt for the safety of what they already know, even if it means remaining in the shadows. In this context, the Chosen One finds themselves in a unique position. Their essence, though a source of enlightenment and revelation, often sets them on a solitary path. The truths their presence exposes, the depths their light reaches, are not for everyone. Those who are drawn to this light but recoil from its warmth reveal the complexity of human nature, the eternal struggle between the desire for growth and the fear of the transformation that growth requires. This involuntary reflection, which serves as a mirror for those who encounter the Chosen One, proves to be a powerful tool capable of exposing the deepest vulnerabilities and fears. Faced with this exposure, many react with a protective instinct, retreating to familiar territory, a behavior that arises not from the desire to escape, but from the intensity of the confrontation with their own essence. The presence of the Chosen One does not imply intentional domination, but emerges as a genuine expression of their being, whose radiance can inadvertently lead to loneliness, even when surrounded by many. This paradox of the existence of the Chosen Ones, where the gift of touching and transforming deeply becomes the very reason for their isolation, is a complex and intensely felt dynamic. They walk through a world marked by the traces of those who dared to approach for a moment, only to retreat in the face of the magnitude of what was revealed. The light that the Chosen Ones radiate, though bright and inviting, often illuminates paths of understanding and growth that few feel prepared to follow. Thus, what should be the greatest gift of the Chosen One? Their ability to connect deeply and induce significant transformations, paradoxically becomes their most arduous challenge. They navigate a world thirsty for essence and authenticity, but which hesitates in the face of the intensity of their being. The journey of the Chosen One, though solitary, resonates with a profound truth about human nature, the longing for connections that transcend the superficial, while fearing the unveiling of our own depths. This path, marked by an unrelenting search for souls willing to discover true understanding and acceptance, tells us that even in loneliness there is a transformative strength. The Chosen One, in their essence, invites us to confront our own abysses, offering through their presence the possibility of transcending our limitations and finding deeper meaning in our existence. In this way, the story of the Chosen Ones becomes a sign for all those who, despite the fear of revealed reflection, recognize the immense value of the journey toward authenticity. They teach us that at the peak of vulnerability and confrontation with our insecurities lies the opportunity for growth and genuine encounter, not only with others, but first and foremost, with ourselves. This necessity, as they traverse a world drawn to their light but hesitant before the truth it radiates, is the fourth reason, vividly outlining the chosen one's isolation. They face an immense challenge when attempting to establish genuine connections. This challenge doesn't stem from a lack of desire for companionship. On the contrary, it arises from the uniqueness of their essence, a depth and intensity so exceptional that it becomes the signature of their existence. The chosen ones are entities of unparalleled inner wealth, whose souls resonate with the wisdom of centuries and truths that go beyond the ordinary. Their yearning for authentic bonds is essentially a desire for reflections that can withstand and reverberate this depth. For hearts that don't recoil from the fervor of their flame, but instead are drawn and willing to receive the luminosity and warmth they emit. However, connections of this caliber are extraordinarily rare, mirroring the very rarity of the chosen ones. This scarcity isn't happenstance but is directly proportional to the uncommon gift of vigor, authenticity, and depth that characterizes them. Interacting with the chosen one on such an intimate and profound level is to be prepared for a connection filled with vulnerability, courage, and a willingness to navigate the still unknown intimacies of the soul. For many, despite the initial attraction, the magnitude of this journey proves to be extremely intimidating. Facing the powerful presence of the chosen one, while it is a sign of hope and enlightenment, ends up revealing the shadows that many would prefer to keep hidden, prompting a retreat to the comfort of shallower and less demanding ties. Loneliness isn't a choice of isolation but an authentic response to the contrast between the essence of the chosen ones and the world around them. It reflects a journey of loyalty to oneself, an unwavering commitment to truth and authenticity that defines the existence of these extraordinary beings in their quest for spaces where they truly belong. The chosen ones not only challenge established norms, but also illuminate alternative paths for those craving a life beyond the superficial, a life filled with meaning and depth in the spaces they choose to inhabit. They enjoy the freedom to navigate and manifest the fullness of their being, away from judgmental gazes or misunderstanding. These are domains where conversations delve into unfathomable depths, environments where authenticity is the most valuable currency, and where the soul is nourished with a rich feast of philosophical reflections, spiritual explorations, and an unrelenting pursuit of truth. By choosing to live in line with their inner truths rather than conforming to external expectations, the chosen ones demonstrate unparalleled courage, becoming an inspiration for those who, though sharing the same desire for depth, fear venturing into the unknown. Their journey is a living testament to the invaluable value of authenticity, serving as a powerful reminder that true belonging is found not by conforming to the world around us, but by deeply respecting the universe within us. The seventh reason motivating the chosen one's preference for solitude and selective company unfolds from their indomitable impulse toward a higher purpose. This calling, far from being a mere whisper, is an intense invitation dwelling in the soul of their being, propelling them toward a destiny that extends far beyond the bounds of common existence. It's a vocation laden with the gravity of the soul's destiny, a mission that demands fervent commitment to self-analysis, meditation, and continuous improvement of their unique abilities and understandings. For the chosen ones, this call to a higher mission is as vital as the act of breathing itself, constituting an inseparable angle of their essence that cannot be ignored or neglected. Faced with such an intense divine calling, the noise and triviality of mass gatherings, as well as the banality of everyday exchanges, are perceived not only as uninteresting but as fundamentally contrary to their introspective and meaningful path. Devoting oneself to activities or engaging in dialogues that don't resonate in unison with their life purpose is perceived by the chosen ones as a true waste of time and energy, precious resources that should be directed toward endeavors reflecting their spiritual and existential aspirations. Therefore, it's natural for them to distance themselves from the noise and hustle of traditional social life, seeking refuge in the serenity and clarity that only solitude can provide. This solitude, far from being an escape, emerges as a deliberate decision, a fertile ground where the chosen ones have the freedom to nurture their inner world, explore the depths of their own soul, and establish a profound connection with the universal forces guiding their existence. It is in this contemplative and introspective silence that they reach revelations, hone their skills, and strengthen their commitment to fulfilling their destiny. The chosen ones recognize that, to answer this higher calling, it's essential to have the courage to detach from the collective, opting for a life on the fringes of common social life, where the true essence of their being can resonate without interference. Living on this threshold where the voices of destiny become more audible, they dedicate themselves to an existence marked by authenticity and the unrelenting pursuit of a purpose that transcends their souls. This trajectory, though permeated by solitude, unfolds as a profound self-discovery and personal growth, providing an opportunity to delve into the innermost essences of being and emerge with a more consolidated and strengthened self-perception. Following this path requires implementing strategies that not only alleviate the discomforts of loneliness, but also exalt the unique characteristics that each individual possesses. An essential tactic in this process is the development of self-acceptance, a conscious exercise of recognizing and appreciating individual qualities. This exercise invites introspective immersion, where the chosen ones learn to pay attention to the whispers of their souls, understanding that their vibrant energy and depth are not obstacles but gifts. Through practices such as meditation, artistic activities, reflective writing, or various forms of creative expression, it's possible to explore the inner universe, discovering serenity and the genuineness of one's existence. The serenity that comes from self-acceptance becomes a refuge, a flow of strength that allows the individual to interact with the external world without losing oneself. Parallel to this journey of self-acceptance, there is also the quest for connection with other beings or collectives that share similar visions and sensibilities. Despite the scarcity of bonds capable of sustaining the magnitude of their presence, there are undoubtedly kindred souls, whether other chosen ones or rare individuals who, driven by the same impulse for depth and authenticity, yearn to share experiences and truths with equal intensity. Discovering such individuals or communities requires a dose of patience and openness to explore beyond the limits of traditional social circles, seeking spaces where spirituality, creativity, and deep philosophical debates are not only welcomed but valued. Environments such as groups, virtual forums, workshops, and meetings focused on mutual interests may prove conducive environments for these connections to flourish, providing a sense of welcome and understanding that often lacks in everyday interactions. Furthermore, the chosen ones have the opportunity to transform their solitude into a period of unprecedented creativity and spiritual evolution, immersing themselves in practices that ennoble their inner universe and broaden their cosmic perception. Through art, writing, or spiritual research, These activities allow channeling their powerful energy and keen insights into works that have the power to inspire and promote healing in others, thus turning their retreat into a valuable contribution asset. By accepting the singularity that characterizes them, even in the face of loneliness, the chosen ones embark on a transformative journey where their distinctions emerge as pillars of strength. This journey, permeated by both courage and vulnerability, culminates in the recognition that it is in the focus of their solitude that the key to truly meaningful connections can be found, not only with the external world but with the essence of their own being. This revelation, when fully embraced, illuminates the path to a future where individuality is not only met with acceptance but exalted, directing them to find their true community not through moderating their essence, but through the full brightness of their light. The relevance of the chosen ones to society transcends mere appreciation. They are the pioneers, the visionaries, and the discreet guardians of essence and sincerity. Their journey, though mixed with adversities, holds the promise of substantial transformations, both individual and collective. As we come to the end of this reflection, it's unquestionable to emphasize how fundamental the process of self-awareness and acceptance is for the chosen ones. Embarking on the journey to recognize and celebrate their distinctiveness is not only a personal achievement but a significant contribution to the whole, inspiring others to delve into their own essences. We invite, therefore, those who have been chosen and those who perceive resonances of this adventure within themselves to share their experiences in the comments. Sharing these stories not only illuminates our own path, but also serves as a guide for others in search of depth and authenticity in a world often marked by superficiality. Each narrative is a testament that even in the most intense loneliness, we are interconnected by the invisible bonds of our shared human condition, each being chosen in their own way, committed to exploring their identity. We therefore celebrate these stories because they not only offer relief and reflection, but also the necessary energy to continue together in this endeavor toward a more comprehensive understanding and broader acceptance of ourselves and others. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time.